how much do you think a family would have to like?
I would say a family.
Yeah.
A family. I would say by yourself probably 65, 70.
Yeah. So that's
family a little bit more.
Yeah. So
Right,
a family about 200,000.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, the Pew Research Center, they set middle class income between 2/3 and twice the national median income. So to them, it's between 67 to 203,000 for a family of four. Most Americans consider the lower end of the range, so 75 to 100,000.
67 for a family of four?
I don't know how that.
Seems
where are
a
you
little
living?
low.
It seems very low. I even think the 75 to 100,000 is low.
That's low. You'd be using
For
a lot
a family of four, yeah.
of coupons.
I mean, a lot of ramen.
A lot of ramen. But I love ramen, but
I do too.
that's besides the point.
I know. So it's interesting. And here, kind of like, kind of see like the lower class is, and then upper class over 500,000. But it's with inflation. I mean, middle class though, 75 to 100,000. So about 9 in 10 U.S. adults. Well, here, look at this. So what it takes to be middle class. So a secure job, ability to save money, affordable ability to afford emergencies with a $1,000 expense, without debt, ability to pay all bills on time without worry, having health insurance, ability to retire comfortably. So those are kind of like the big sticking points what people also consider as part of being middle class. And then about a third of Americans meet middle class criteria. So only a third. But anyway.
Yeah, 67 family four, you're not doing any of this stuff.
No.
Like saving money?
Yeah.
No. I think like 75 to 100.
Yeah.
More accurate.
Right.
More realistic. But even more than that, like you mentioned, yeah.
I mean, just with food costs.
Food costs alone, yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, so spring is in full bloom. So if you take a look at this map, this kind of shows in the country like where things are in bloom. So hibiscus, here it's the cherry blossoms. So Winchester, Virginia, the Shenandoah Apple Blossom Festival, that's between April 25th and May 5th. But it's just kind of neat to see like what's blooming, where, when. I know look at these tulips. That's Washington,
Texas, California.
Nantucket. I love the blue bonnets in Texas. I think those are so cute, cool looking. But anyway, so really we're starting to get color out there,
Yeah,
which
and
is nice.
Mark your calendars for that Shenandoah Apple Blossom Festival. That's later this month coming up, April 26th.
Yeah, through May 5th. So that would be a fun one to go, and beautiful.
I'd love to see a tulip farm. I don't think I've ever seen a tulip farm like the one we saw.
I know. I went to one years ago. And it was spectacular.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful. On the bucket list is to go to like Amsterdam.
That would be nice to see, yeah.
Holland, Michigan?
Oh, closer to home.
Yeah,
A lot closer to home.
We could drive, road trip.
Yeah. All right, we're planning a road trip for next spring.
Yeah, okay. And then take a look at this. This has never been filmed before, these baby penguins in Antarctica. And they're having to dive. They're learning to dive so they can hunt for fish. And I mean, it's pretty spectacular. Thousands of them. And it's a 50-foot ice cliff.
Yeah.
And of course, they're all on the edge. And I mean, they're kind of getting pushed off, it looks like. I mean, like the one like flopping.
Yeah, I would have to be shoved off. There's no way. There's no way. I am terrified of heights.
I mean, some of them are doing belly flops. It's got to hurt. Yeah. I'm with you. I'd have to be pushed off.
I'd be in the back pushing everybody else. And at the very end saying, okay, let me know how it goes.
Yeah. But it really is quite something to see.
That is amazing.
Yeah, pretty neat.
All right. And how do they learn that? I guess they just...
Instinct, I guess?
Instinct
I know.
Is to push your brothers and sisters off a cliff.
Yes, exactly.
All right. All right. Thank you, Jennifer. Let's take a look at our local headlines on this Monday morning. Keep an eye out for spotted lanternflies as the weather continues to warm up. These invasive plant hoppers feed on a wide range of plants. They've been detected in the Shenandoah Valley and Albemarle County. They're large and pretty easy to spot with their red, black, and white pattern. If you see one, experts say you should squish it and report it to the Virginia Department of Agriculture if you are outside of the Valley in Albemarle County, where they are known to be. The Ram Clinic was at Augusta Expo in Fishersville over the weekend. It provides medical, dental aid, and vision care free of charge. Hundreds of people lined up and got service during this pop-up clinic, and it's a challenging time for free clinics and other nonprofits. There was a 50% drop in volunteers between 2018 and 2021. That's according to a statewide group that tracks such things. The dip is partly blamed on the pandemic. There's also a healthcare workforce shortage overall. The Charlottesville Free Clinic says its volunteers numbers have rebounded, but it still has open positions. And games and inflatables filled the lawn of Madison Bowl at UVA yesterday for Carniville for Charlottesville. Carniville is run by Greek for Good, which was started 2 years ago. Greek for Good gets together all of the Greek life at UVA, and they come together to support a Charlottesville organization. And this year, all the money raised for the event supports City of Promise. Hopefully they had everything tied down yesterday. It was a windy one out there all weekend, really.
Yeah, we really had some pretty robust winds. Those winds have subsided, and today will be a much calmer day. Summer-like temperatures will continue. Now, later this afternoon into tonight, there's a spotty chance we could see a shower thunderstorm develop. Doesn't look like it'll be anything widespread, but there will be a front kind of dropping south. So from Charlottesville east, certainly keep an eye to the sky for that, though. But temperature-wise, got to love it. We'll get up to 84. It's well above our normal of 69. Good looking day tomorrow, 76, still above normal. Better chance of more widespread rain showers on Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday look great. Of course, we got the Tom Tom Festival this week. So a lot of folks going to be taking part in a lot of those festivities. Not a washout this weekend, but both Saturday and Sunday will feature a chance of a shower or two. 73 on Saturday, and we trend a little cooler Sunday with highs in the low 60s. But overall, pretty nice looking forecast, I think.
It really does. With those temperatures this week, not too hot, just about right. Just where I like it.
Comfortable humidity. Yeah, good stuff.
All right, thank you, David. And thank you guys for joining us on the Morning Rush. We'll see you again on 29 News at noon. Have a great Monday out there, a great start to the work week.